Hey, my name is Eric. Welcome to my channel, Men Forged by Doctrine. Today, I want to share a little bit about who I am and why I'm here. I've been serving as an associate pastor for the last 4 years or so at my church, and in June of 2025, I was commissioned as senior pastor. I wasn't always in ministry. Before I graduated from college in 2014, I felt very lost and insecure. I thought this milestone would change my life in some profound way, and I was sorely disappointed. After I graduated from college, I still felt lost and insecure. At this time, a friend of mine introduced me to a church called Music of Life Church, which helped me get reconnected with God and understand His teachings and His doctrine. It was here that I experienced the life-changing impact that I had been missing. I grew an understanding of who I am, who God is, and the unique gifts that He has given to me, and how to use them to intentionally benefit other people. I grew up in the church, and it wasn't until I was 24 years old when I started learning God's doctrine to this depth, and it has transformed me and my life. I spent 5 years learning in this church, and around 2019, I shared my desire to become an associate pastor. After a year of training, I became an associate pastor in the church. Then, in April of 2014, I became ordained. And a little over a year later, in June of 2025, I was commissioned as the senior pastor of Music of Life Church, Kimberly. So what's the purpose of this channel? This channel is meant to help Christian guys that don't feel like men to become men, and not only know that they are, but to really feel it as well. I think a big problem is that our culture really doesn't know how to help boys become men intentionally. For example, in the Jewish culture, there are bat mitzvahs, which are ceremonies to celebrate a boy becoming a man or a girl becoming a woman. This celebration shows that there is a transformation of maturity from a boy to a man or from a girl to a woman. So what is that difference? How do we help boys become men on purpose? Is the boy supposed to teach himself how to become a man? Is that what's going on in our culture? That the boys are trying to figure out how to become men on their own? This is what I want to help with on this channel. If you are a guy and you don't feel like a man, that is okay. It is a real thing. And in my own 34 years on this earth, I hadn't really heard about the topic of boys becoming men at all for the first 24 years of my life. That is until I found Music of Life Church. I want to assure you there is a way to grow as a man. There are steps to take, topics to grow our understanding in, and experiences to gain in order to become a man. I plan to talk about topics like uniqueness to understand who you are, the brain, how do our guy brains work, communication. Everything happens through how we communicate with other guys and with other women. We will look at examples and stories in the Bible and what we can learn about the difference of being boys and being men. And I plan to share my own experiences on this journey as well. If you're ready to grow in your uniqueness, purpose, God's doctrine, then welcome to the Forge, where we become men that are forged by doctrine. If this is something that interests you, subscribe, hit the notification bell to stay up to date with the latest episodes, and links to resources are available in the description as well. And I'll see you in the next one.